CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Business here on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott. Again, thank you for tuning in today. The California Learning Connection joins us now. This is Remy Hilchey. How are you, Remy?
I'm doing well.
Nice
How about
to see
yourself?
you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, a couple of things you want to talk about today. Let's start with aphasia. What is aphasia?
Well, aphasia is a language deficit that can occur if you've had a stroke or a brain injury. And so depending on where in the brain that occurs, if it hits those language centers, you might have some difficulty either with understanding language or even your use of language or your production of your speech.
So what do you do with the Learning Connection? Teach people how to talk again?
Absolutely. So we have individual and then we also have group. We get everyone together and we work on word finding, production of the speech, if it's even just kind of modeling it for it, writing it down to help stimulate the brain to get those words going. If they're very severe and we just can't get those words going, we also work with AAC, which is augmentative communication. I think you're familiar with that. It's there was a movie guy that is using that now. It's like a little computer and we can program it to help them talk.
The movie reviewer who lost his jaw.
Yeah. I want to say Siskel and Ebert. I can't remember which one it was.
Roger Ebert.
It was Roger
yes,
Ebert.
Who died
so.
recently, yeah.
Yeah.
But he spoke through the computer,
Yes,
right?
yes. So we work with that, and that obviously takes a lot of work, and it's nice to have it in a group setting and then with the families because we can help to train the families and provide a setting where they can start to use it functionally.
Who pays for this?
So, well, we are now Medicare providers, which is wonderful because we have started to take adults into the private practice. And so with the AACs, Medicare, Medi-Cal will pay a portion of that cost.
Okay. Now, we've all seen that famous smoking commercial, the
Yes.
lady with the hole in her neck. And what's that called?
She is a laryngectomy.
Laryngectomy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means her larynx was removed. In the larynx is our voice box, our vocal folds are in there. Mostly it is resulting from cancer, not always smoking and drinking and partying, but just a cancer that occurs oral or somewhere near the larynx. And they have
So
to
you work
remove
with
that.
those folks also?
We do. We provide individual treatment for them again because there's care, hygiene, and actually voice prostheses that some of them can use or electrolarynx. And we, again, get them in groups and help them to kind of reintegrate, feel comfortable again. It's a new experience. It's a life-changing experience, and it's nice to have other laryngectomies there, male and female, to kind of talk about their experiences, give them little tips, and just kind of help them get back to a normal life.
It must be strange when you've had your voice for your entire life, and then all of a sudden one day it's not there.
It's gone. And usually people are pretty surprised, even though they will go through and talk about all these things. You're not going to be able to talk and all these other things. But I think they're thinking, okay, there's cancer. I'm going to die if I don't get this taken care of. It's a huge surgery. They wake up, they have all of this stuff, and they think, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be able to communicate. But it just doesn't hit them that, wow, I don't have a voice anymore. How am I going to communicate?
Sure. How do these people find you? Are they referred to you by their doctors? Or?
Yeah, there's a few of us here. Obviously, it takes special training. So we're a small community. We know each other. The vendors that provide their products will get a hold of us, the ENTs that perform the surgeries. We like to come in and talk to these folks prior to their surgeries. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but definitely afterwards we'll go and work with them.
Do the classes go on for months, years?
As long as they need us.
Yeah.
For the aphasia group that runs every week, laryngectomies, we get together once a month on a Tuesday. It's just because we have folks from different parts of the valley. We have Hanford, Visalia, and so forth. So they, once a month is a nice.
That's the average?
Yeah.
Okay. What else is going on at the Learning Connection?
Oh, well, we have a lot of kiddos coming through.
Kiddos?
Kiddos, yeah. And adults, like I said. We are working to have fly fishing over there. That's another program for our adults and our kiddos.
Fly fishing?
Yeah. So, again, it's what we want to do, brain injury, strokes, and so forth. Usually they feel isolated and they feel like, or even laryngectomies, I can't go back to some of the activities I enjoyed. Or, maybe there are like swimming and things that they can't do anymore, but that doesn't mean you have to stop living. So we try to provide activities for them to go out and see that they can enjoy things again. Maybe it needs to be modified, but we can do that for them. We also have, again, preschools. We work with a lot of kids with autism. They have different issues, communication, feeding. We have a new little group for feeding because that seems to be a big problem with our kiddos.
I'm sorry, what do you mean feeding?
Feeding. A lot of them have sensory issues, so they're only wanting to eat a few different kinds of foods or textures, which of course can create problems when they go into the schools, because schools aren't going to cater to you, and of course with the nutrition needs. And we partner with OT, Goodfellow Occupational Therapy is also there. So it's kind of a nice place to get kind of a one-stop shop. We also provide tutoring for the kids as well.
Okay. So where are you located?
We are on West Shaw in Building A, and it's actually, I would say, it's kind of Hughes. You know where Hughes is? Between Shaw and Palm. So,
Out in that area.
yeah, out in that area.
How can folks reach you?
So they can call us, which is 559-228-9100, or we do have a website, which is www.clconnect.com.
All right. The California Learning Connection.
Yep.
Aphasia. Let me see if I can say it.
Okay.
Laryngectomy.
You got it.
There! I've learned something today. Remy, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, too.
And
Thank you.
very nice you're providing these services for folks.
It's our pleasure.
All right. And we'll be
Thank
back
you.
with more on CentralValleyTalk.com.
This message was brought to you by Javita Coffee. Change